Fala aí galera, aqui quem fala é Palapão Gamer e estamos de volta aqui com mais um episódio de The Stanley Parable, exatamente do ponto onde havíamos parado. Então agora nós tínhamos apertado o botão desligar lá no último episódio, agora nós vamos apertar o botão ligar. Então vamos lá.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of two doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah blah blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Ele nem esperou eu ir lá colocar a senha.
Então bora lá. Tá.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Temos que passar primeiro por essa parte aqui.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Bom, como essa parte é igual, eu vou dar uma cortadinha aqui, quando chegar lá perto do botão, eu volto. Bom, voltamos aqui, ó. Voltamos aqui ao ponto onde tem um botão. Vamos lá, agora nós vamos ligar. Vamos ver o que acontece.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Rapaz.
This is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
3.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right.
You have 3 tentativas restantes.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Como assim?
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. time doesn't grow on trees.
Não tô entendendo nada. Ih! Eu tô dando carga? Pera aí.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
É isso?
Look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These number buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button,
Botão
or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Botão é esse.
Have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Cala a boca, mano.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer is the catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Deixa eu ver um negócio.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want
Ah, isso aqui muda, ó.
moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy.
E
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown.
Ih, eu acho que agora já vai.
Will you cling desperately
Agora já era.
to your life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the
Ih, vai
moment I
explodir.
say happily ever after.
Já, Elvis. E voltamos para a nossa mesa. Beleza, vamos então, pera aí. Ó, então, nós já apertamos o botão de ligar e desligar, só que nós não fomos para a esquerda. Então, agora a gente vai para a esquerda, lá no escape. Vamos lá.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Beleza. Vamos lá.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Ih,
of
fecharam aqui, ó.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah, esse aqui eu já abri. Ah, já. Ih, abriu agora. Abriu, não abria antes. O que tem aqui? Ah, tem uma mensagem aqui. I got... eu sinto... É monies que tá escrito ali? Ah, não dá pra entender muito bem. Bom, vamos lá. Será que aqui abre também, então? Ih, aqui abre. Bom, então vamos fazer o seguinte. Eu vou aqui. Tá até aberto já. Vou aqui e vou lá pra esquerda pra ver o que acontece. Onde tá escrito escape, né? Aí depois eu volto aqui e... Depois eu volto ali e vou naquela outra sala. Vamos lá, escape. Será que eu vou encontrar uma morte violenta? Vamos ver então.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back.
Mas não quero voltar.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
E mais um buraco. Ih? Mais loading. Será que a gente já voltou pro começo? Ah, não. Ih.
spurred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Ih, será que é assim que eu morro?
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
É agora, hein? Vamos ver. Ih, parou.
Farewell, Stanley,
Ih.
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ué? Caí aqui. Não morri, não. Olha!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ué,
When
salão
every
branco?
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nature Paintings. Ué? Que estranho. Olha só, rapaz. Parece uma maquete do jogo, uma coisa assim. Os escritórios. Nenhum abre. Será? Ó, os botões que a gente... Ah, rapaz, olha, sabe o que eu tô achando? Tô achando que isso daqui é tipo um salão que a gente vai vendo as coisas que a gente já fez, ó. Ou que tem no jogo, né? Ó, por exemplo, ali estão os créditos. Aqui estão os computadores do escritório, ó. Ó, tá vendo? Dá até pra desligar. Aqui dá pra apertar os botões, quer ver? Vamos ver. Ah lá. Vamos ver o que tem nos outros lugares aqui, ó. Pra cá. The Office. Aqui, ó. Ó, esse lugar eu não fui ainda, hein. Ó, sala de manutenção. Aqui tem mais quadros aqui, ó. Warzone. Ó, esse lugar aqui também eu não fui. Nem esse lugar aqui. E nem esse aqui. Early in development. Entendi. Eu acho que na época que eles fizeram, isso daqui ainda estava em desenvolvimento. Legal. Vamos ver o que tem aqui. E-mail dos narradores. Sério? Vamos subir. Mais uma sala aqui. E aqui estão os modelos de escritórios, ó. Essa sala aí eu não vi também ainda não. Ó, o modelo lá do elevador, ó. O botão subir e descer. Ih! Ligou. Será que liga de novo? 38. Sei lá, bom. The game Ah, o game agora está pausado. Ué, não lembro disso aqui não. Ah, tá. Parece ser o menu. Esse aqui também não lembro. Zend Levers. E eu acho que deu pau. Bom, pessoal, realmente deu pau no jogo. E esse jogo aqui é ruim porque dá pau no jogo. Você tem que começar tudo de novo. Então eu voltei aqui nessa parte desse salão. E como a gente olhou pra lá já, vamos olhar pra cá. E vamos evitar, deixa eu ver, um corredor. Corredor tipo esse aqui, ó. Vamos dar uma olhadinha aqui. Vamos ver se a gente acha alguma outra coisa. E vamos ver se... Ah, aqui a gente... Ah, aqui é o corredor onde deu pau, ó. Aqui é o corredor onde deu pau. Ih, rapaz. Vamos ver se tem alguma saída daqui, né? Porque... Ó, tem um lugar ali embaixo que eu não fui, ó. Sofazinho e tal. Mind control. Vozes. Narration outtakes. Bom, só isso, só. Onde será que tem saída aqui, hein? Tá aqui. Entrada. Ó, tá. Foi 35, 38, tá ficando... Ah, aqui, ó. Ah, aqui é a saída. Tá. Bom, a gente já viu o que tem aqui. Pra evitar de dar pau de novo, eu vou ir pra saída aqui.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Ih. Dá pra desligar e dá pra... Ah, mas já tá ligado, né? Então, peraí, se eu clicar aqui...
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two.
Ih, voltou pra cá.
Stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking.
Ó, falou pra pressionar ESC. Não.
Someone else's path. Stop now.
Ah, não tem outro jeito não. Mas vai acontecer a mesma coisa, deixa eu ver, peraí. Ih! Dessa vez não aconteceu. Tudo preto. Tive que iniciar o jogo de novo. Que bizarro. Ué. Cadê o escritório? Mudou. Ih, rapaz. Ih, a porta fechou. E agora? Ixi, que jogo louco, velho. Ó, 11h20, 11h23. Não dá pra fazer nada. Ué? Ô, louco, cara. A porta fechou sozinha e não abre, ó. Pô, será que eu vou ter que voltar de novo no menu e iniciar o jogo? Caramba, o tempo tá passando rápido, hein? Olha lá. Já é quase 11h25 já? Não passou nem quase 1 minuto e meio? Ah, vamos esperar um pouquinho aqui.
A few moments later.
Bom, eu esperei dar 11h30 aqui e não aconteceu nada, então eu vou ter que voltar pro menu de novo. Não vou recomeçar o jogo. Ih, rapaz! Mudou a sala também de novo, ó.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Vamos explorar essas portas aqui. Whiteboard end, ó. Ué, achei que seria um final, achei que a porta ia fechar. Bom. Beleza.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Calma, tio.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Você colocou uns bagulho diferente, ó. Tá. Esquerda.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Eu já
doors,
fui pra
he
esquerda.
entered the door on his left.
Eu já fui pra esquerda e já fiz tudo pra lá. Agora eu vou pra direita.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
Cala a
room,
boca.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
As salas parecem ser todas iguais.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Tá, não tem nada pra fazer nada aqui.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Tá. Primeira porta à direita, que ele abriu ali, né? É, direita não, esquerda. Mas não vou pra lá, não. Vamos primeiro pra cá, ó. Não, vamos pra cá primeiro, vai.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ah, então quer dizer que aqui volta pro caminho certo. Ah, ali é sala de reunião, então não. Então não é aqui que eu vou, não. É aqui, ó. Vamos ver o que tem aqui. Aquela voltinha lá pra sala de reunião.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on?
Cara, tá de brincadeira com a minha cara.
Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Não abre mais nada mesmo? Tá, não abre. caminhão. Ih!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet.
Olha.
This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Tá. Ah, agora voltamos certo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Aqui não tem... Vamos lá. Lembrando que agora a gente tá indo pra direita. Ih!
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
É, deveria ter duas portas.
Change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Tá, vou primeiro pra direita aqui, vamos ver. Eita, o negócio é um labirinto.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting
Não, pera, inicia de novo não.
Be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Bom, vou aproveitar que ele reiniciou aqui de novo e eu vou parando aqui neste momento, né? A gente continua no próximo episódio. Não se esqueçam de deixar seu like, de compartilhar, inscrevam-se se não for inscrito e ative o sininho para mais novidades.